Robbo evening of missed chances, I'd say, for us, and just being punished for those.
Yeah, you've probably been a little bit kind, but thanks for that. But no, certainly the first 25 minutes we were good, really good. Looked a threat, we hit the post obviously, and yeah, we were playing well. We're moving the ball well, and we're not just moving the ball for the sake of it. We were stretching them, and we looked good. We looked confident. We sort of carried on from the Wigan performance, but carried a threat. But then I just felt, yet again, when we hit the post, and then we had another good move when I think Brownie whipped it up, it over the bar. They looked too deflated, That's the time when you should be turning the screw and saying, look, we're the better side, more. And I saw shoulders drop, and that's what I've just said to him in there. I said, you're not going to win games easily, so when you're on top like that and you're doing well, you should be driving each other on even more. So, that was frustrating, and the goals come. But again, I never felt like we were out of it. I changed, obviously, shape again to get the two up top, started with Ive and then brought Terry on. And we obviously had the Cosy chance to make it 1-0. But then, Chris, their second goal, is a joke. It's embarrassing. And you can't give goals away like that. And then, same old thing, then we do look deflated, and then it becomes hard work. But up until the second goal, we were more than in it. But as I said, the second goal was a joke. You can't give goals when you're in the position we're in. You just can't give goals away like that.
It felt like you say, we went flat after the second goal. I don't want to accuse players of giving up, but it felt like some of them were in stages, and especially when you've made the 3 changes, you expect some sort of impact from the bench.
Yeah.
I guess you just didn't see that.
I didn't see that, no. So that's something, as I said, I'm not that character, I'm not going to start, but no. I didn't see that, and I need to take some action on that.
The fans were brilliant tonight. I know I haven't mentioned them too much in the last few weeks, given the current situation, but I thought they were fantastic. Gave you a good reception still at the end when you guys went off. Where do we sort of go from here? Because it's another one where we've had chances and we've looked good in spells, but we're just not quite getting it together enough for the full performance.
Well, as I said, you've got to have the mentality to show no disappointment, because when you're in the run we're in, it's very unlikely you're going to go and win a game 5-0, you know what I mean? So you need to have that mentality to get a 1-0 or a 2-1 first and foremost. If it turns better than that, then great. And that go back to the Doncaster game when we're 2-0 up. So first and foremost, you've got to have that mentality. So you've got to go out there and just live in the present. You can't be looking at the past, how we looked before, and ifs, buts, and maybes. You've got to live in the present and know what a Wimbledon performance looks like. And as I said, we talked a lot about that, and for the first 25 minutes, thought, here we go, this is us again. And that's what you've got to do. But you can't get deflated at anything, because the reason we love this sport is because anything can happen. You can hit the post, you can hit the woodwork, you can be the better side and find yourselves 1-0 down. So that's when you need that grit. And the thing that this side had earlier in the season, you never felt they were dead. No matter what the score was, you always thought they'd come back. And what hurt the fans and what hurt me is after that second goal. And as I said, I'd rather keep it, but that's what I've got to sort out, because that can't.
Do you think it's now a case of maybe some of the more experienced lads in the squad coming to the fore a bit more and sort of geeing everyone up?
No, they trust me. They do enough. They do more than enough. It's the other way round. Others growing up, and that's difficult. Whether we've got the balance right on youth and experience, that need to be looked at the end of the season when we get out of that, because possibly we haven't. Well, we haven't, but we can look at that when we're out of this and when we move forward. But right here and now, everyone's got to step up to the mark. They've had enough games under their belt, some of them now, so they've all got to step up to the mark.
Yeah.
And the ones that aren't capable, then, as I said, action needs to be taken.
Yeah. And then obviously back to the Cherry Road Records Stadium on the weekend against Lincoln, another big game. You said it to the press. 10 games now.
Yeah.
You've got to start picking up these results.
You've got to do it. And as you said, the fans were, whatever the number was tonight, they were outstanding. Very similar to the Accrington game. Only we didn't give them the result tonight. So I realise that it's painful for the fans right now. They're not getting any joy out of this, and trust me, we're not either. So all I can ask them to do is be in full voice, and as I said, I've got to make changes necessary to get a tune, because, like you said, we can't have deflation. I've brought people in recently to make sure they're not getting the same voice, just me, so they understand what this football club's about. And after tonight, I've got to look and go, well, maybe a couple don't understand, and you can't keep giving people chances. So, you know, that's what I do.